What's up, guys? Welcome back to VHB Engines. This is just going to be a real quick one. This is the follow-up I promised about the main caps that I forgot to mention the other day when I did that fucking part salvage thing. Yes, so when you're taking apart a block or an engine block that you're saving parts off of, you want to rotate the fucking camera. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure you keep the fucking the oil baffle, that plate that's goes over the main caps, the oil pickup tube, and the main caps themselves. As a matter of fact, I would argue that the main caps are probably one of the most important things you can salvage off a block. Okay, so the whole idea is you can't mix and match main caps. Well, that I've also seen people say the same things about you can't mix and match cam caps. I don't see, no. All right, okay, so just to pose a question, why is it that you can switch different cranks from one engine to the next, but you wouldn't be able to switch different caps? Okay, so the thing is that the whole point behind it is the same thing like why, if you take apart an engine, and it's the exact same engine you took apart, you're putting it back together. Like, say, I have a healthy engine, I'm going to do I just want to break it down, give it an inspection, see the wear, maybe replace the rings or whatnot. There's a reason why you mark the pistons and shit. You want to put them back, especially if you're reusing bearings, you want to put them back where they came in. Why? Because they're already broken in. So the whole idea about not mixing and matching caps is that... Too close. You're too close. It is the whole idea for mixing and matching caps is that they're already broken in. You don't want to switch them up on you. All right. So with that idea behind it, the first time I ever switched up caps, I had a block that had no caps. I don't know how the fuck it did. It came across it, but whatever it was, I had saved caps from a different block before, and I needed them for another build, and I put those caps on. So at the time, what I did was I was like, well, I'm just going to put the fucking crank in there, put some plastic gauge, torque it down, check the gauge, see how it looks, and if it comes out clean, it comes out clean. I mean, the caps weren't damaged. So I didn't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to use them. And then, of course, like I said in my engine building videos, that when I bolt the crank in, spin the crank, bolt the fucking rods in, spin it again. You always make sure you have clearance. You know what to feel for. And there was no problem, and that engine ran fine with no problems, and it's not the only time that I've put caps flip-flopped. So, yes, you can switch around the main caps. As long as, the clearance is good on them, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to. This kind of segues into the whole blueprinting thing, and I will be talking about this, but I want to make that a very clear and precise video. So it's when I'm going to take my time on doing that. I may do that this week. I may do it next week, but it is in the near future that's going to happen, where I'm going to talk about engine blueprinting and why I don't do it. But anyway, so yeah, I was fucking around the internet and I found a really good write-up that also goes. I mean, this guy takes his inspections a lot further. And I did forget to mention that. What the whole thing would be is like the proper way to switch up caps. You switch up caps, and then the proper way to do it is the line hone, the block, or line bore. And that is, you cap them, you torque them down, and then you run a tool through it to make sure that they're perfectly around. Same thing overboring an engine, except for you'd be reboring the caps. And you don't need to do that if they're good. If they're not out around, then there's no reason to do that. And that guy, it's a really long write-up, but I think if you just if you can manage to sit through reading the first two fucking paragraphs, you can see this guy, whoever wrote this, whenever he wrote it, I don't remember the date on it, but this guy wrote that. He's, same level of thoughts as I did, Why go through all this extra bullshit measurements and shit, and why just automatically cut your block if you don't need to? If it measures out fine, then why the fuck are you machining it? You're just shortening the life on the engine. See? I'm not the only one that thinks the way I do. Besides the fact, like I've said, I've got enough work out there that I'm pretty confident in what I'm doing here. Alright, so I promise it's going to be super short. This looks like it's wrapping up in 5 minutes. Alright, so Leave a comment below if you want to. I'm gonna leave my social media information down below. If you feel like you want to send me a personal message, you don't want to talk over YouTube, or you just want it to be a little quicker and easier, that's fine. Leave a thumbs up if you got anything out of this. It's helpful at all. You know, small channel, thumbs up helps, brings attention. And if you're new, look at some of my other videos I have, and if you feel like overall that there's some helpful shit on here, then stick around and subscribe and get more notifications when I do this. Thanks for watching. Peace.